So let's talk about how Google beat Yahoo at the search game. Remember when Yahoo was all the rage and that's where everyone went to search? Then we started hearing about Google, and apparently they had some way of figuring out which results were better. Well, what happened was they looked at a new measure to rank pages, and it's called citation indexing. Yahoo looked at keyword density. So if I searched magic tricks, Yahoo delivered the page that had the word magic tricks on it the most number of times. The problem was density is susceptible to gaming. And what started to happen was unscrupulous marketers would just put the word magic tricks on the bottom of their web page 1,000 times in white text on a white background, and they would artificially inflate their rank through density. And when the founders of Google were in school at Stanford asking each other, how do we find the best content on the Stanford intranet? One of the guys said, well, it's whatever the most people are linking to. So rather than look at what someone says about themselves, keyword density, Google looks at what other people are saying about you, and they do it by means of an inbound link. Now, of all the technical stuff I'm going to tell you about ranking, inbound links is believed to be the most important factor on building your link rank. So to explain to you how link rank works, let me tell you a little story about two guys who go to a bar to try to pick up chicks, okay? So I'm married, so I don't go to bars to pick up chicks, but let's say two single guys go to a bar to pick up chicks. And they're sitting there in the bar, and they look across the bar, and they see two attractive young women. And one guy says to the other guy, you know what? Watch me work my magic. I'm going to go open it up. He walks across the bar, and he starts talking to this young lady. And the other guy across the room is watching, and sure enough, you know, a minute or two, it looks like he's broken the ice. And they're having a little conversation, which turns to laughter. Now she's throwing back her head and laughing. He buys her a drink. 20 minutes later, it looks like they're old friends, right? And the girl looks down at her watch, apologetically, makes a motion to him, and scurries out of the bar. Single guy walks back to his friend and says, dude, score, I'm so excited, I hooked it up. And his buddy says to him, did you get her number? And he says, no, but I gave her mine. Wah, 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 right? If she gave him her number, he's in charge. But if he gave her his number, she's in charge, right? Chances are she's not even going to call. And that's how Google establishes search rank. It's whoever gets the most phone numbers. Now, let's say, for example, that there's one guy in the bar who gave his number to every girl in the bar. Is he influential? No, not at all, right? He was bleeding link rank. But let's say, on the other hand, Angelina Jolie was in the bar. Everybody wanted her number, but only one guy got that number, right? That's a very good number to get. So he's incredibly influential. And that's what this graph explains. This graph shows you a bunch of different websites that are all linking to each other. That's what those arrows are all about. And as you can see, B is going to rank highest of all these pages. As a matter of fact, there's a 38.4% chance that if you enter on any page in this network, that you'll wind up on B. B is influential because B got the most phone numbers. Why is C the most influential? Because C is the only one that got B's phone number, right? So the logic is circular. Some links are more valuable than others. And your job is to get those websites that have the most inbound links linking to you, right? It's great to get an inbound link from a blog or a small website, but if that blog or small website doesn't have a lot of links coming into it, that inbound link is not going to be that valuable to you. On the other hand, if you get an inbound link from a site like the New York Times or a major website that's got a high authority rank, that's going to have a tremendous impact on your search rank. So kind of like the single guy in the bar, right? The objective is to get as many people to give for as many people in the bar to give you their numbers, not for you to give your numbers to other people. And often, this is a cardinal sin that people will do when they're search engine optimizing the site. They'll get a few good links coming in, but then they'll link out to too many other pages, and they'll do what we call bleed their link rank across all these other sites. So the idea is to bring in those links to a page and then focus your link on a target landing page on your website that you want to raise the rank for, right? That's the basics. Let me give you a little case study, okay? So I wrote this blog post, Benefits of Podcasting. And it's a short blog post, and I just put 6 bulleted reasons of what the benefits of podcasting are to businesses. And some other bloggers saw the blog post and they liked it. And so they included the words in their blog post, benefits of podcasting. And then what they did was they hyperlinked that phrase back to my blog post. And what that did was send a signal to Google that if you search benefits of podcasting, my blog post must be pretty good because all these other people are recommending it. And I'll give you just some technical language that we'll come back and revisit. What they did was they used the term benefits of podcasting as anchor text against a hyperlink pointing back to my site. And that said to Google, gosh, this must be a really good page for benefits of podcasting because all these people are pointing to this website. Google treats links as recommendations and ranks pages accordingly. Now, for a while there, I was ranking first for keyword benefits of podcasting. So when you searched benefits of podcasting, sure enough, you found my blog posts. And I knew that because I used a site to see those inbound links. A site you can use is called Open Site Explorer. At opensiteexplorer.org, all you have to do is put in the URL of a web page there and hit search, and it'll actually show you who's linking to you. You'll see all those inbound links. And so for a while there, I was ranking in the first place position until I went down to the second place position. I was beat by somebody who wrote a post called Top Benefits of Podcasting. Now, I was ranking first for so long, I asked myself, what has he got that I don't? So I took his website and I put it into Open Site Explorer, and I saw he had an inbound link from a .edu domain. So it's not just whether or not the sites linking to you have a lot of inbound links, it's also the type of domain that's linking to you, right? .com, .net, and .org are all the same because anyone can purchase those. But a .edu has more impact than a .com, a .org, or a .net. Now, the only thing that has more influence than a .edu is a .gov, right? A government domain. And the only thing that has more link juice than a .gov is a .mil. That refers to a military website. And it makes sense because at any of those bureaucracies, a group of people is going to have to agree to publish a link from a website. So Google uses the bureaucracy to vet out the skullduggery that will occur from marketers who are trying to artificially inflate their rank. Now, when you think about that, you can think of different strategies that you might go about from a content marketing standpoint to lure inbound links. Marketers do that. It's called link baiting. Let's say, for example, you're a company that does some sort of research and you give a grant to a university. Well, you could set up a microsite at your domain that the university links to where you house that research, and that would give you a boost. If you had an exchange program and you're a university, you might have a page of all the resources that families might need to consult before their child goes to the foreign exchange program. That would be a link baiting strategy. If you had a glossary of terms, each one at their own URL that people could link to, that would be a link baiting strategy. And of course, if you can lure a link from a .edu, a .gov, or a .mil, that's going to be even more effective than a regular domain.